When I was a boy, we had an iron frying pan that we took camping. No matter how long we soaked and scrubbed that pan in the water, we could never get it clean. The only way that we could get it clean was to throw the whole thing into the fire. And in a short time, and with very little work, the entire pan was cleaned right down to the iron. Water alone couldn't do the job. We needed some fire. John the Baptist baptized people in water, but it isn't the only baptism he talked about. John also told them about Jesus, who would baptize them with fire. John was talking in symbols, of course. Fire is a symbol of the Holy Spirit. Water baptism is a public testimony of our salvation. It symbolizes our identification with the death and resurrection of Jesus and of our relationship with Jesus. But once we have a relationship with Jesus, He wants us to go further and baptize us with the Holy Spirit. The Bible teaches us that every believer should expect an ongoing experience with the Holy Spirit. Jesus and the Holy Spirit are partners. Jesus said this, "He will take of mine and give it to you." Jesus saved us, but the Holy Spirit applies salvation to our mind, our heart, and our emotions. He transforms us and empowers us to deliver a powerful and authentic witness to our world. Some people struggle with the idea of the baptism with the Holy Spirit. It seems weird and irrational to them, but we must remember that the power of the gospel isn't in the mental, it's in the miracle. Jesus was born of a virgin. He performed miracles. He rose from the dead, and He miraculously transforms others. The gospel isn't a rational philosophy, it's a spiritual power. Most students on our college campuses don't receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit in church or when the pastor prayed for them. They receive it in the dorm rooms, in the quad, or even over the phone because another student prayed with them. The people who prayed with them weren't special Christians. They were normal Christians just like you. But we were able to help them with a few simple truths that has helped them and can help you be more effective to help others receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit. When someone expresses their desire to receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit, first help them understand that it is God's will for them to receive the Holy Spirit. The only prerequisite to receiving the Holy Spirit is that they are saved. Second, make sure that they know that the gift of the Holy Spirit has already been released from God to us. Just like salvation, we only need to position our hearts and minds toward Christ and receive His gift. Third, I encourage you to have them begin worshiping God with lifted up hands in surrender, and to position their focus on Jesus, the baptizer. Fourth, after they are freely praying and worshiping the Lord, begin to encourage them not to speak in their own language, but to begin releasing the new heavenly language God is giving them as they receive the utterance. Finally, pray in the Spirit softly as they receive and after they have received. Afterwards, you should do a quick affirmation, because almost everyone deals with doubt, questioning whether their experience was authentic. You need to remind them that Jesus promised them that He would give them the Holy Spirit and not fool them with some phony one. Also, remind them that even though their experience may have been emotional, the Holy Spirit is not dependent on emotions. So there you have it. The next time someone begins to ask you about receiving the baptism of the Holy Spirit, you have all the truths you need in your toolbox to personally lead them. God bless.